So you may have heard of the term SPAC. It's a buzzword that's been kicking around the stock markets in 2021, especially in the US. You might be confused what the SPAC is. I'm here today to help you understand it and why you should be interested in it and why you could possibly trade it. Hello, I'm Stephen Ho, trader and founder of The Stock Hunter. Now, SPAC stands for Special Purpose Acquisition Company, and these are a really interesting group of companies. Like I said in the introduction, are growing in popularity, and they're basically a non-operating publicly listed company whose only purpose in life is to find and buy out private companies. So they're sort of a reverse merger company where they're trying to take private companies public, and for the benefit of the private company, it's a much easier route to become a publicly listed corporation. So it has many advantages, but like I said, they're becoming more and more popular. The SPAC is also known as a blank check company for obvious reasons, because they're going out and looking for these private companies to purchase. And what these companies do, these SPACs, they look for specific sectors or markets to focus on, and they themselves raise finances through an IPO and target an acquisition, and they've got 2 years to complete this acquisition. If they don't complete it, the funds are returned, but they will be the SPAC listed on the stock exchange. And these SPACs require an underwriter, and they're normally one of the bigger investment banks like your Goldman Sachs, your Credit Suisse, your Deutsche Banks. And once that process is set in motion, there's a lot of rules around them, but it does give you an opportunity to get involved with previously private companies, and they're probably going to be hot companies because that's why the SPAC is investing in them, for you to then be able to trade yourself. So from the point of view of the investor, the trader, it gives you an initial chance to play the IPO when these SPACs float, but then once they're established on the stock exchange, you can trade obviously the price of these in speculative manner, or you could maybe invest in an ETF that manages the SPACs. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to get involved, but where can you find a list maybe of these SPACs? I had a quick look on a website called Barchart. It's free to access, which nicely lists them out for you, and provides you with their tickers, so you could then follow them in your charts or start to watch them as potential investment opportunities. So here on Barchart, you can find a list of SPAC stocks by hitting the stocks tab. Going down, you see SPAC tops, hit on that, and it gives you a full list of all the SPAC stocks you could ever be interested in. Click on one. Here we've got Stable Road Acquisition Corp at the top, and it will give you the details about them. So that's a quick way of finding the SPAC stocks if you're interested in following them. An example of a recent popular SPAC setup was the company called Social Capital Hedosophia Holdings, which bought an 800 million 49% stake in Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic Corporation. As you can see in the chart here of Social Capital Hedosophia Holdings, they floated in December 2020, saw a small rise, and then have actually fallen back to where they first started. So they've sort of gone sideways to nowhere over the last 6 or so months. Now, in terms of performance, these are very volatile for obvious reasons. They're new companies investing in private companies, and because of that they can be dangerous for the investor. So they receive a lot of criticism around their performance and really their methodologies of bringing these sort of companies into the public domain. But in 2021 they've sort of become a bit like a, well, I like to call a meme or FOMO, fear of missing out sector, and that's increased their popularity because more and more people are having access to these type of companies and trying to get on board with those ones that do offer, you know, substantial upside, but often they're forgetting the risks to the downside. So SPAC stocks, very interesting bunch of corporations. You can trade them on stock exchanges as CFDs, spread bets. They're there for you to invest in if you'd like. Warning is they are quite volatile and dangerous and require due care. So I hope that you found that interesting. If you've got any other questions or terminology you want explaining, put that in the comments below and I'll see if I can produce a future video on the subject. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons to receive any future notifications of content I'm going to produce. But all that is left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.